Hey everybody, I'm bringing you along in the middle of the chaos. You can see how messy our patio is. It's just out of control with seed trays and plants I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. I've got a fresh cup of coffee and a new puppy. Here she comes! And I am getting the last of seeds planted today out in the pasture garden here, so we're pretty far along. The reason I hold a little bit of space there against 100% is because we have succession planting. So we're not going to actually get everything in right now in mid-May here because that's intentional. I highly suggest taking a week off or taking off a chunk of time in the spring if you have a lot going on. The point is, if you're nuts like me and you're really into this stuff, you might want to take some time off if you haven't already thought of that. I love it. It's like my zen time. So I have the space to really lean in, enjoy it, and there's always a lot to do. So here's where we are at our sweet corn. Check that out. Doesn't that look nice? This is Montauk sweet corn, our first set. And then you can see, oh, we've got the second set just came up. This is great. I'm just discovering this with you out here today. We've had some really nice rain overnight again. Haven't had to water in a bit. Oh, that's fabulous. So what I'm reacting to is this set over here. They're all coming up. Wow, they look terrific. A really terrific stand. So this set here is the Trinity. We're going to be putting in ambrosia here probably today. I'll get that in. Got my flowers going on. So that's the netting you see here. These are Mexican sunflowers starting. Oh, look, it's a white butterfly. How beautiful. Hello, darling. Butterflies are very symbolic for me, especially the white one. And those of you who are close to me know exactly what I'm talking about. Hello, darling. Such a wonderful thing. Thank you for being here. And I have a butterfly mug today. How great. And these are our awesome sugar snap peas. Hey, baby Em. How's baby Emma? Baby Emma and a white butterfly. This is like a dream afternoon. This is like the first, because these were my winter sows. Look at how they're climbing the fence. They are so happy. So I go to start planting sunflower seeds, and I can't find my hand planter, my standing planter, which is amazing. If I say so myself, I love that thing. I always lose my tools or my keys. Anyone else do this? Emma, we left it in the barn. Oh, there it is. Gotta love our standing planter. Could not plant an entire field without it. All right, I've got 7 different varieties in here of sunflowers that we're going to put in. These are like those dwarf ornamental sunflowers, and they're just terrific for cut flowers. You can see where I've etched in my rows. And then I'm going to segment it out, different varieties and colors going on, which will be so beautiful and fun. Next up is buttercream. This one's a shorter one at 36 inches. So my idea is that the shorter ones are at the beginning of the row, and then the taller ones towards the back, which will be a really cool visual. Pro Cut White Light at 60 inches. And Pro Cut White Night 60 inches. I have no idea what the difference between this one and the last one is. I just trust that whatever I shopped for back in like January online was good. We'll see what happens. Vincent's Choice coming in at 60 inches. Pro Cut Orange, 60 inches. Infrared Mix, 72 inches. I don't know if you can even see that, but here are the seeds right there. And now I just always use the metal rake. This is the most used tool on our whole property by far, including making seed rows with the handle flipped upside down. and planting, sowing in the seeds by hand here once I've got it placed with the standing planter. Getting them tucked in so they have about roughly 0.75 inches coverage over them. So it's the end of the day and we got an awful lot done. I want to show you progress.
Let's go, baby.
I'm feeling so much more on top of things by the end of the day here. So I was able to get the tiller out here. You can see those tracks and till up some of this weed growth that had popped up. And you can see the difference. So right here is a good example. I have yet to do the hoeing on this set of sweet corn, and that is how the weeds looked off on the field here, off to the left. But I took the tiller through and it just looks so clean. Everything looks so great, really well managed. So this literally is the only patch that hasn't been dealt with yet. You can see all of the weeds. It just makes my skin crawl, like, ugh, gives me anxiety. So I'm gonna take the hoe through here now. I've got my nice handy dandy stirrup hoe and get this cleaned up. All right, I just got that all hoed up. So now we're looking at real clean sweet corn rows. And then I did get this section planted today. We put in 100 more sweet corn. I think it's called Ambrosia. So really excited to get that going. So moving along here, just give you a little tour of all the stuff we did today. Again, I love how clean the soil's looking since I got to till it. So I tilled up the flower rows here that we have going on. Get things real clean. Just feels great because now all those little tiny leafy green things we know are legit plants and not weeds. The other thing that's exciting is in this row here, you can see way up there we've got our cauliflower. Along the fence line, like I was talking about earlier, I put in 2 rows of the sunflowers. And I did put in a nice long row of orange cosmos here, which are just a favorite of mine. And feeling really productive in this final row, or this final section, I'm going to add more sugar snap peas, but in the meantime, I added a whole row down the middle of small pie pumpkins so that we're able to grow even more of those. Good job. And last but not least, I want to show you my prize sunflowers. So these are the Infinity that I tried growing inside. I only got 5 seeds because they're kind of expensive. And they've all done pretty good except for this one did snap. So I'm hoping that will come back because sunflowers usually are pretty vigorous. They will come back if they get damaged. Now these are supposed to get pretty big, like a pretty big bush with lots of prolific flowers that just keep blooming. So I actually have them fenced in here because I really don't want the rabbits getting them. Our fence has big enough holes where the rabbits can get through. I just really don't want to take a chance on these. And it's a small enough area that it's totally manageable. And I'm just excited to see what they're gonna do. Where's Mama's glove? What'd you do with it? I have no idea where my glove is. Usually I'm the one that loses it, but this time she's... Oh, I think she put it in the backyard. Come on. Did you put my glove away for me? Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. I think she took both of them. We're supposed to get prolific rain tomorrow, which actually has me a little bit worried. I want to make sure the plants don't get too much water. So the container plants for planters, I'm probably going to move them under cover here. And I really, really wanted to get all the weeds out of the big field garden today because you know, one rain and the weeds just go insane. They grow all over the place. So I feel really good that we're on top of it. So of course there's going to be more weeds coming, but at least we're ahead of the game. Careful. So the other day, Emma counter surfed in the kitchen and she stole half of my hamburger that I got from a really good restaurant. I was really looking forward to that, so I called her the Hamburglar. And now she seems to be glove burglar. Hey, there's my garden gloves. Can I have my other one back? Drop. Emma. I almost had it. Emma Alice. Drop. Come on. Come here. Screw that, Mom.